Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Four Idiots. There's only two of us today. Not sure where the other ones are. Oh, yeah, Chris left us for a different podcast, Nerd and the Turd, so you can check that out as well. Big Nelly Buckets, he's getting his drink on at a wedding. So it's just going to be Mr. Cheese and I giving you our breakdown. I got to play tonight. He's got a ton tomorrow. I got a couple. And
Dude, I
hope
got
you
five
enjoy it.
plays. I got 5 plays for Saturday. I don't remember the last time I played this many games on a card.
Yeah, me neither. Like usually you do four, but
Yeah, three tops.
yeah, like I've seen you
Yeah.
do four max, but I've never seen 5+. But yeah, I'm gonna send it to you because you got more plays than I. So start talking, fill up some time.
All right, what up, Kmart? Good to see you. So yeah, Saturday I got 1, 2, 3. Got 4 plays I'm going to be giving out. Me and Kmart actually share a best bet, so I'm going to let Kmart give that out at the end of the show.
So nice.
It'll be my 2-unit play for the day. Me and Kmart combined record, I believe we're 3-1 on duo plays, right?
Yeah. So,
Trying to make that 4-1 after tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess we had none last Saturday.
No, we didn't.
Power going out.
Yeah, so just a little quick breakdown. You can find me on Twitter, DGen4Life, Joey Cheese, official member of Fade You. Me and the boys were here every weekend giving out plays, doing the best we could to make everyone some money. Hopefully people are cashing tickets, following us. I broke off a nice little 33-6 run, followed it up with some straight garbage, went 2-9. But I've come back and got back on track. Gave out I think 3 in a row this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking to stay hot going into Saturday. I'm gonna start with tomorrow's Kansas-Texas game. Got number 3 Kansas at number 9 Texas. Texas coming off 2 L's back to back at Baylor and at TCU. Kansas already wrapped up the Big 12 championship. I think it's a good spot to play Texas at -2 tomorrow. Kansas already wrapped up the Big 12. I don't know what they're possibly playing for tomorrow in this spot. I know Texas. It's kind of like a hit or miss team, but I mean they play good defense. They could score. They have so much talent on that team. Marcus Carr is just phenomenal. So yeah, I'm back in Texas tomorrow in the first game, the early slate. I'll be on Texas -2. I like it up to -3. Because I know a lot of people
Usually you say I like it up to -9.5 or something.
Chill. Those are for the other breakdowns. Yeah. I know a lot of people won't be able to get some of this stuff in until late tonight or possibly tomorrow morning. So I would play Texas up to -3, but I put it in at -2 about an hour ago. So, yeah, their last meeting, Kansas beat Texas 88-80 on February 6th. Kansas was -3.5-point faves. They covered. Now they come back on the road, catching 2. Yeah, I think it's a good spot to play Texas at home coming off those 2 losses. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Kmart, any opinion on that game?
I mean, I feel like that's a game a lot of people are going to bet Kansas without kind of understanding what you said. Just wrapped it up, and then after the game or maybe midway through, they're going to be like, "Oh fuck!" Like it didn't occur to me. Oh man, like it seems like it could be one of those where you could probably make cases on both sides of it. Like I have no real opinion. I'm gonna follow you, just because you went through that stretch last week, and
hopefully that's out the way.
I mean, honestly, I was happy it happened last week because now we're in the part where we don't want those stretches anymore. So I'm gonna ride you because you're starting to show you're hot again, and I probably would have stayed away, but like gut looking at it, I probably would have leaned Kansas based off what we said, but kind of forgetting, it wrapped it up. Do they really care? I mean, UCLA still cared last night, but will they care tomorrow?
And Kansas has shown that they could fumble on the road, dude. They lost at Kansas State and at Baylor during a 3-game losing streak where they got beat by TCU in between. I mean, TCU swept that season series versus them. But we've seen Texas slip up on the road. I mean, why can't they slip up tomorrow? I think they do.
Yeah, I mean, and they did beat TCU last week or whatever that was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, you're right. That 3-game losing streak, and I think we were fading them on all of them. We're just like, no way they'll lose 2 in a row. No way they'll lose 3 in a row.
Oh my God, no chance they lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Not a ranked team. No way.
Yeah, no, it was kind of amazing, but they've wrote the ship. They stumbled against Iowa State, which, another good basketball team, but now they've routed off 3, 5, 7. So they'd be looking
7 in a row. Yeah.
And it seems like a flat spot. Nothing really to play for. Probably want to stay healthy for the tournament, both of them. Conference as well as NCAA. So I like it. Talking out loud here. So
nice.
yeah, I'll move over to my bet. I'm going to give out one tonight. They play in 90 minutes. So I'm going to go with UMKC Kansas City plus 1.5. It just smells. It's one of those games where I think the wrong team's favored. In March, I'm going to be releasing all my system plays, and this fits that system. It doesn't do as great during the regular season.
Is this the same system that you went like 22-4 or something March Madness last year?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Matt and I were just going nuts. Just kind of writing this, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't have the same success. Like it's okay. It's like 56%, otherwise, goes through stretches like anything else, but for whatever reason, during the actual tournament, it kills it. So I'm going to start, with UMKC plus 1.5. Looks like it's the sharp side. I've seen that line come down to 1. More money on more percentage on the money than the bet. So I like that as well. So that's going to be my first bet for the weekend.
I wish I knew anything about this team you just gave out.
I mean, again, it's not like it's. And I mean, that's kind of the whole point of betting. You don't bet teams, you bet numbers. This is why I like this system, because it's just truly about line value. I can take all emotion out of it and just kind of look at numbers and,
totally agree.
And just play them. So
we play the shittier team all the time.
What's that?
We play the shittier teams all the time.
Yeah. So I mean,
regularly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cool.
Good luck with that. What time does that go off?
6:30 Pacific, so 9:30 Eastern.
I'll be in bed. I might have to put that one in.
Yeah, might as well wake up. Either way, you'll yell at me.
Yeah, factual information.
Yeah.
All right, my second best bet on Saturday's card. I'm going out west. I'm going to Utah State versus Boise State. Played Utah State -5 tonight. For tomorrow. There's some -4.5s out there. I know it opened at -4. That number was gone so quickly. Obviously, I have no way of getting that number the minute it comes out. I'm not going to pretend like I could. So I played it at -5. First matchup back in January, Boise State just absolutely blew the brakes off of Utah State, beat them by 23. Boise State just won their best game of the season. They just beat ranked San Diego State. I think it's a major letdown spot here for Boise. I think this is a game where Utah State is good here up to -9.5. I really do. I think this is a double-digit victory here. Their guard, Stephen Ashworth, the kid is filthy. Averages 17 points a game, 4 boards, 4 assists, 5 boards a game. Kid's nasty. Utah State has 5 players that average double digits. They're a well-rounded team. And
great offense.
Yeah, I mean, coming off that, I mean, they just scored. I think they just put up like 90 the other night or something. They absolutely just blew the brakes off of somebody. I forgot who. I don't have it written down. But they just blew the brakes off of somebody. They're coming into form. Utah State needs this win. They need a good showing in their conference tournament in order to make March Madness, I believe. I think that run starts now. Boise State, you got them. Last time they played, they beat Utah State by 23. Now, you mean to tell me they come back after beating the number 19 team in the country, and now they're catching 5? Yeah, smells like fucking shit. Utah State to the bank.
All right. Yeah, see, and that's why these things are great, because it's not really a game that would be on my radar. I look at, especially this time of the year, lower conferences, and obviously ranked versus unranked. I kind of try to keep it simple. So a lot of these kind of just go right over my head. And then I just hear your breakdown and I'm like, man, I would have never got to play this.
I texted our Fade You group last night. I was like, I'm going to be on.
You did.
Obviously, we didn't know what the lines were, but I texted you guys last night. And I was like, hey, when the lines come out tomorrow, everyone jump on Utah State. I knew I was going to be on it 48 hours before tip-off.
So I have 2 hours to wait. I'll probably get 5.5.
Yeah. I mean, if I was you, I'd play it up to -9.
You said -9. I'm going to hold you to it. I guess if they lose by less, then we all lose.
I just think it's a really good spot, man. I think it's a really flat spot for Boise State. I could really see them getting blown off the court tomorrow night in Utah. I mean, I've been wrong before, but it's just a spot I really like, and I'm willing to die on this bridge.
Well, don't die, but yeah, I'll go out, give out my. Did you want me to give out my second, or did you want to give out your third?
I mean, I'll give out another one before you go.
Yeah,
then you could do our best bet last.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out Fade You member Chris Dookie, Poopy Face, Hazmat Suit. He's also on this with me. I played Oklahoma +2 versus TCU tomorrow. TCU was -5 in their first meeting and blew the fucking brakes off Oklahoma, beat them by 27. Now they come back and TCU's only -2. Yeah, I don't think so. No, something don't look right. TCU's 1-4 against the spread. Their last 5 on the road. Oklahoma has absolutely owned this matchup with TCU the last 5 or 6 years there. Let's see. 10-1 straight up their last 10 versus TCU. That's something I just couldn't look past. TCU's coming off two huge wins. They beat Texas and Texas Tech. You slow down Miles Jr. here, and I think it leads to an Oklahoma outright win. Oklahoma hasn't been great in conference play, but you
mean 4-14 isn't good?
I mean, it's not great, right? Yeah, I mean, but this is another one of those spots. Like, you look, none of them are on Twitter, so none of them will see this, so I have no problem saying it. I have a group chat with some buddies from Connecticut who are absolutely the squarest dudes in the country. They pay their bookies weekly. And mine and your best bet, which you're going to give out at the end of the show, along with Oklahoma TCU, they like the opposites of both of our sides. And it just solidified to me that, hey, I'm probably on the right side of this. But yeah, Oklahoma +2 tomorrow's a play for me.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma is definitely the right side. I looked at that, I don't know, an hour ago, and it's too disgusting even for me. I had the pass, but I knew that was the right side, but I was just like, I can't do it. But let me tell you, those are the reasons why you play it. When you're just like, I just can't. You just got to throw caution to the wind, put in a max bet, and honestly, in the long run, you're gonna win more than you.
I just can't get over the fact that on a Friday night you're in Ski Profit's living room.
I mean, we wanted to party tonight. I got a wedding to go to tomorrow. That's why we're doing it tonight. So he's just like, hey, I know how to help you out. It's like,
yeah.
All right.
But, cool. Yeah, Oklahoma +2 is a play for me. real quick, in their first meeting, Oklahoma shot 31% from the floor. I don't think that's going to happen again. I expect them to be somewhere in the 40 plus range. They will not shoot 31% again from the floor. And I certainly don't see them getting blown out by 27. So the revenge factor, we've talked about this before on prior shows, and I've heard other really good cappers talking about it the last couple of weeks. The revenge factor in the Big 12 has been huge. It has been absolutely huge. And we are on the right side of it this time too. I mean, with Oklahoma looking for revenge versus TCU and Texas looking for revenge versus Kansas. So yeah, I'm going to stick with that. That's my third best bet for Saturday.
Awesome. And I'm gonna take us out to the SEC, Arkansas, Kentucky for my second play. First play tomorrow. So both teams are pretty good. They're about, one's a little better than the other. We got Kentucky ranked 23 in the top 25, but I kind of like looking at KenPom. Yeah, and pretty close. He has him ranked 22, but he's got Arkansas, who's unranked, is the 15th team. And why is that? Strength of schedule. They've had one of the toughest schedules that you can possibly have. 19-11 doesn't seem like that should qualify as a tournament team, but if you go and look at their schedule and see who they've played, who they've lost to, how they've lost, you'll kind of understand why this team is going to be a low seed in the tournament, especially with an SOS of under 30. So I do believe Arkansas is the better team. The one pause I have on them where it's like, shit, is they did already beat Kentucky and Kentucky by 15 about a month ago. So I don't love that, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to play Arkansas -5, and my camera just died. But yeah, geez, you got anything on this one?
No, I mean, I think we talked about it before we went live. I mean, Arkansas was that play that like almost made my card. I just couldn't quite get to the window on it. I'm going to be on it with you. It's just not a play that I'll be giving out on my card. But yeah, I mean, I think for me here, it's Arkansas or pass, right? I mean, at home versus ranked Kentucky.
I mean, shout out Josh Applebaum. It's one of his, system plays. And
is he on that too?
Yeah, he's on all those. Favor, unranked, home, unranked. Or
they've been great this year, with the exception of Made in Miami.
He posted the other night. It's like they're hitting at like 67% this year. It's been freaking unreal. Like you could have just bet them all blindly, which I unfortunately don't do. I hate doing stuff like that. I'm a pick and chooser, which everyone gives me shit about. But it's fine. It is what it is. Picking and choosing. Probably went higher than 67%, so I'll take it. Especially last week, went 2-0 on them, so fuck it. All right,
yeah, man, that's the side. That's the side that I was. I mean, like I said, I almost got to the window on it. I didn't. Yeah. We talked about it. I didn't. It's really hard, man, on a Saturday not to have 7, 8, 9 plays on your card. You know what I mean? You got to just filter through them and
got to be selective.
Can't even tell you how many times I bet 5 games and the 3 I left off, I go 2-3, and the 3 I leave off go 2-1 or 3-0, or happens all the time.
Yeah,
not out. I don't want to pump out 8 plays on a Saturday. It's just not what I'm going to do.
Come on, pump it out.
So yeah, my next best bet, my next play, go to ACC. I'm going to play UNC -3 versus Duke. Once again, we talk about these revenge spots, another revenge game. UNC shot 34% from the field in their last game, and they only lose by 6. UNC was +3 that game. Duke covered. UNC just absolute, like, it was disgusting watching them play that game. Like they were awful from the field, turnover galore. It was also in the midst of their terrible collapse this season where they just seemed like they lost every single game. Was it first team in NCAA history to be preseason ranked number 1 and potentially miss March Madness, right? We've been hearing that for 2 weeks now, right? And it's funny, like
there were 3 straight wins, a big win against Virginia if they can close out Duke. And
we were on them versus UVA, and they fucking handled them.
Yeah,
but I mean, we talk about spots like this all the time. Everyone's down and out on UNC. They come back and they beat the brakes off of fucking Notre Dame, Virginia, and Florida State. I mean, Florida State's obviously nobody. Notre Dame has pulled out a couple good wins. I mean, we cashed a ticket on them Tuesday night, right? Wednesday night. Just absolutely blew the brakes off somebody as 3-point. Oh, they beat Pitt. Beat the brakes off Pitt as 3-point dogs. We were on them. We cashed a ticket there. But Duke just hasn't been covering the spread this year either. I mean, they're 4-12 in their last 16 against the spread. Duke's not a team that I'm willing to put my money on right now because they're not closing games. I don't care if you win. If you're a 10-point favorite and you win by 9, you are fucking dead to me. Like I'm looking for teams that are cashing tickets, covering the spread. I'm not playing them on the money line. So all these big wins they've had back to back, whatever, mean nothing to me. You know, if you're not covering the number, you're not a team I want to put my money on. So, but yeah, UNC shot 34% last time. I expect different results this time.
Yeah, it was. We were talking before the podcast. That was the week I went 9-1, and I ended up just degenning Duke that night. You know, so it was the week before the Super Bowl where I just was unconscious that Saturday.
Yeah, you went fucking ham.
Yeah, and and I needed it because I lost basically everything I won that Saturday. I lost betting my fucking 49ers that Sunday before, so I needed it.
Yeah. To me, Kmart, when it comes down to the combination of Armando Bacot, Pete Nance, and Caleb Love, I think is enough to win this game. Yeah. Dude,
the West Coast, man. Who?
Dude, I think it's enough here for them to win this game. I think
that's the right side because people still, when you hear Duke, you're just like Mike Krzyzewski. Oh my god!
Yeah.
And again,
it's just not the Duke team we're used to.
They didn't lose it. It was funny. I was cooking dinner last night or the night before, and they were like, "Yeah, last time Duke, went undefeated at home, they got outed in the first or second round of the tournament." I was just like, "Oh shit!" So
as a number 2 seed, two seed,
think to fade them come tournament time if you're watching this.
I mean, this Duke team is not a team that I'd be comfortable backing. They're not very well rounded. I mean, they don't play good defense.
They have talent, but they don't have the Mamba mentality. Like
they don't have a straight killer.
Know what that means, but man, you got to have a killer instinct. And even in that first game against Carolina, they're trying to shit that game away.
Dude, they have nobody on their team. They have nobody on their team that can stop Armando Bacot.
It's true.
Nobody. Bacot averages 16.5 a game, 12 boards. I mean, he's an absolute fucking animal on the glass. Down low, he's gonna own the fucking paint. I mean, Love's been coming into his own. Pete Nance has looked good. Dude, I think I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna give out UNC. I mean, UNC -3. I think they win this game going away. I mean, I'm not going to say they win by double digits, but I think they win this game going away. I could see it being an 8 to a 12-point victory here.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to argue against it. I think that's the right side myself. So we'll go to our best bet.
Yeah. Yo, let them know. Let them know.
Right,
Kmart 9, Joey Cheese. We're 3-1 on duo collabs, even though we're on the same stuff every day because we literally talk 24 hours, 7 days a week.
We don't sleep.
Yeah, we literally you guys wake up to like 30 text messages from me, like legit every day.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So we're 3-1 on collab plays, and gotta let them know, like when you're hot, right?
Yeah, we're 3-1. Two great college basketball minds. We gotta probably do one with Dookie too, the three of us. Usually if there's 3 guys on a side, you want to fade it, but I think for us, you would want to hammer it.
Duke is giving this out on Nerd and the Turd right now as we speak.
Yeah, he probably is. So we're going to the Big 12 here. We got another big matchup, Kansas State, West Virginia. what happened the first time was New Year's Eve. West Virginia goes overtime, loses to Kansas State by 6. So, of course, last game of the year, we got that line opened at 4. I think it's up to 4.5 now. And why the fuck is a 17-13 team favored by 4.5 over a team that is top 11? They're 11th ranked in the nation. And again, pretty much what we have to go back and look at is their strength of schedule. If you go look at West Virginia, they are a top 5 team with their strength of schedule. They play good offense. And I've said this before. It's really weird for a West Virginia team to have a good offense and not as good of a defense. And I know Kansas State as well. They can play defense. They're pretty equally there.
They turn the ball over fucking 75 times a game, dude.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you look at advanced metrics and seeing how these teams match up, that's why this game is up to 4.5. And the crazy thing is, I love looking at KenPom. He's got the line at 3. So usually I'd look at that and be like, there's line value on Kansas State. But that's really where the poopiness comes, where it's like, why is that 4.5? What do the books know? Like, they're not just going to tee you up and give you Kansas State at plus 4.5. Like, could it win? Sure. They're not 100%, but in the long run, again, Applebaum's system, 67%. And this is why it's my, and probably your best bet. I think our best bet for the weekend. But yeah, this is what I'm
without a doubt my best bet for Saturday. I mean, you take Kansas State away from Manhattan, and they are a totally different team. They are 1-5 straight up their last 6 on the road. 5-7 against the spread as a dog this year. And West Virginia is 14-3 as a favorite. Yeah, I mean, the writing's on the wall here. I think West Virginia is good. I think West Virginia is good up to -8 here. I really do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm just afraid. Like, I still have probably 90 minutes, 100 minutes before I can actually make bets for tomorrow.
Yeah. West Virginia is 8-1 straight up their last 9 at home versus Kansas State. And we're not talking about like some slouches here. Like, K-State's had some pretty good teams over the last 3-4 years. But ultimately what it boils down to for me is Kansas State cannot not turn the ball over. They turn the ball over so much. They are not a team I am comfortable placing my hard-earned money on. If you watch them play, that shit looks fucking sloppy sometimes. They give it away. That little point guard, homie Noel, whatever, like that kid, he's so filthy, but I just don't think he's enough to contain this West Virginia team on the road tomorrow.
Yeah.
West Virginia -4, -4.5. My best bet also Kmart. I love when you told me earlier that you love this. I was like, yup, collab number 5. This is it. Let's go 4-1. West Virginia, they lost their first matchup 82-76. You said it. K-State tried giving it away, and West Virginia's did everything to not fucking come back and win that game.
And I think we were on West Virginia that day plus the points, and it was just
I 100% was.
How did we not cover this?
Yep. And listen, here we go again. It's like revenge Saturday. Revenge spot with Texas, Kansas. Revenge spot with Utah State, Boise. Revenge spot with West Virginia here. Revenge spot with UNC. Revenge spot with Oklahoma. We talk about how the revenge angle is so huge in the Big 12. I mean, yeah, we have 3 of my 5 plays are in the Big 12 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Texas, West Virginia, and Oklahoma.
And then you're rounding that out with Utah State and North Carolina. Again, guys, about an hour now. Kansas City plus 1.5. Arkansas tomorrow -5. West Virginia going to try to get -4, but I'm probably going to be stuck at 4.5. So, between the two of us, we got 7 plays we gave out. Good luck. Hope you don't fade, because I don't think they're going to be going under 500. But what do I know? Absolutely nothing. So, again, I don't even know what my Twitter handle is anymore. At
Kmart9.
Kmart9. Don't forget the underscore. Otherwise, you'll go to my my Twitter handle that I never use anymore at Kmart9. And then you got DGen for life, Mr. Cheeseball himself, who I got to witness just absolutely inhale some ice cream before the pod. And now I'm going to go make some burgers and have ice cream myself. Yeah, so you can find us all, find all our shenanigans at the main Fade U Sports website. Be sure to follow that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Give us a follow. Tell your friends about it. I don't know.
Cash some tickets.
Do whatever you guys do. But yes, let's cash tickets this weekend. Have fun.